Good morning, students. And today I am here, uh, my lecture on geography for the class 9. And the name of the chapter is Location and Size of India. That is your first chapter. In this chapter, we need to understand few things. Where is India located? Because India is one of those countries in the world that are significant from many viewpoints. Historically, India's contribution to the rest of the world in the making of the civilization as well as flourishing of it is magnificent. So far our culture is concerned, we can boast that we have the diversity of cultures, and we have contributed once again a lot in all dimensions of the culture or the lifestyles of the people. So far the administration or the ruling is concerned, we are very much on the cards for the administration and political contribution also. So India from many viewpoints is one of the most important country in the world. If anything is that much important, which is not significant for its countrymen only, but for the rest of the world, it is worthy to know its location and size. Why? Because unless it is not being situated in the middle of the globe somewhere, or unless something is not easily accessible, no matter how much a great thing or entity that one is, people would avoid going there or can't go there even if they wish. For example, we know that land mass of Antarctica is blessed with the richness of a lot of natural resources like petroleum, natural gas, gold, platinum, which is very much required and needed by the rest of the world. But because the conditions in Antarctica, its location, its distance from the rest of the world, plus its climatic conditions are so unfavorable that it literally became inaccessible. We are of course today dying for having the mineral fuel like coal, petroleum, natural gas, which is so much scarce that we are looking for alternative sources of energy, and at the same time we have a particular portion on the globe which is supposed to be rich into that one, but we can't go there simply because it is inaccessible for many reasons. So accessibility of the area is largely dependent on where it is located and what is its size. Before going into that, I would like to, this particular chapter is very important to let you know about the various dimensions of geography. So I will be taking at least 2-3 parts in order to complete this chapter, though this chapter is a very small chapter. Okay. Why? Let us first of all try. Suppose this is blue. Suppose. Because as I have already confessed earlier also in my previous video, my drawing and painting is horrendous. I am a great competitor of MFOC. By the way, jokes apart, serious business. Suppose this is the globe. We divide the globe in 2 parts. These are all imaginary lines that you had studied in your junior classes. There are 2 imaginary lines drawn on the globe by our geographers or those who are studying about the geography of the geographers in order to study about the various aspects of the globe. This horizontal line in the geographical term is called latitude, and this vertical line is called longitude. Why we are doing so, that also I try to explain. But so to put it simple, ये जो लेटा हुआ line है, that is latitude. So to let you remember so that you cannot confuse some any time. और ये जो लंबा वाला line है, that is called longitude. Okay. Now because it is almost a circle, we know that when the shape of the earth is spherical, exactly not like that of the sphere of the circle. It is an type of an orange. Orange is what you have studied in your junior classes. Many of things have been taught to you. That earth is looking like an orange. Okay. Earth is round in shape when you would have been in SST of 1 or 2 days. Standard 1, 2, 3, wherever you have started learning about the earth, there is written that earth is round in shape. But I am contradicting here because gradually, first of all, they have introduced you the type of the shape of the earth. But later on, you would have also studied that the earth has the orange type of structure. Can we use some term for that one? And answer is yes. Orange type of structure means what? Orange is somewhere flat at the top of the water. That particular structure is called oblate. So exactly Earth is sphere is completely circular. Okay, it is not completely circular. It is somewhere flat at the poles. By the way, take it roughly that it is a circle, and in a circle, a maximum angle can be drawn is of 360 degrees. Okay, so there could be at 1 degree distance, there could be many possible lines drawn alongside 1 degree here, 2 degree here, 3 degree here, 4 degree here, 5 here. Similar, many such lines can be drawn here also. This is what is the structure roughly of the earth. This is forming, and what is this? This is actually forming, this is also called grid. A grid sort of a thing has been, so where the longitude and latitude intersects each other, that particular it is necessary to find out location of a place on the earth. Okay, so this is there can be, but our subject matter is something else. There can be many possible such lines, both latitudinal lines as well as longitudinal lines can be drawn. These are all imaginary lines on the earth, necessary to understand and to study the various aspects connected to the globe. Why these lines have been imagined or drawn on the earth by the geographers? That is a very important thing to know. It is so because when we draw all these things, this is the line. When we divide the globe in two equal parts, so these two equal parts from this side also and from this side also. This is also can be, okay, and formation of the grid is necessary in order to understand the location or to locate, because it is round in shape. Bring in your imagination one ball, cricket ball or any ball that the children are playing, and take a pen and try to draw the line. You cannot draw the straight line over that because that is round in shape almost. Similarly, this sort of the grid can also be formed This is horizontal, and hence this is green. So these are the possible lines that they are drawing in order to know about the different aspect of the globe. What are those different aspects? Before going into that, let me first of all talk about the things. On the map, as we know, this is north, this is south. Right hand side is east and left hand side is west. This is what the direction on the map that we used to locate. So, if we are been dividing this sphere, roughly sphere, actually I have told exactly the shape of the earth is actually called the oblate shape, in which earth is similar or looking like that of the orange. But then considering what we had studied so far, that is spherical in shape, and this sphere is divided into two parts. So upper part, this became the one sphere. Hemi is actually a Greek word, okay, which in English known as half, okay. So half the sphere is this one hemisphere, and this is another hemisphere. What it could be then? It is because upper part is north, so this is called northern hemisphere, and this is bottom is south, so that is why it is called southern hemisphere. And now we are coming, you see the location, where is actually India located? Okay, that is our subject matter. With respect to the globe, where is India located? Okay, to start with, I'm talking about globe, but then one thing we know, that there are certain number of continents on the globe. We have divided the entire landmass of the globe into certain parts, and those certain huge land masses are called continents, and one among them is Asia, the largest actually, where India is situated. These are the certain continents: Asia, Europe, Africa. Africa is actually should be the second one. Then we have North America. Then we have South America. Then we have Antarctica. Sorry, first of all Australia, and then we have Antarctica. These are the continents of the world. India is situated here in Asia. So India is an Asian country. Fine. These are all important connected to the location, and we will be coming on to the slides. So in Asia, where it is situated, sir? With respect to the globe, where it is there. So first of all, if we are, I have talked about this is called northern hemisphere, and such a division is called southern hemisphere. Similarly, longitude divides the globe into two equal parts once again, but right hand side is east, so eastern hemisphere, and this is western hemisphere. Okay, India is here. Sometimes in other GK or in model science, we have been talking about that ours is an Eastern culture. Don't copy Western culture. Have you ever heard like that one? I am sure yes, you have. So Western culture, by Western culture, what we mean actually is the European culture. And European culture, Europe is situated in the Western hemisphere. Okay? So that is why from the reference viewpoint, it is ours. It means, in other words, India is bound to situated either in the Eastern hemisphere, Eastern hemisphere completely, and in the Northern hemisphere completely. So then merge both the things. Where is India then? India is situated here. Suppose this is India. I am writing here, sorry, actually I have crossed that one. I am not supposed to cross. So this is suppose India. Okay. Technically it is also not correct because India is not touching this one. Now these lines have certain specific names. Okay. What are those names? This is now the purpose of drawing this one. This is 0 degree if you are coming from here, and if you are coming here is a 90 degree. Like this one, this is forming a 90 degree with the student of mathematics would have been knowing there. So this one, if you have been coming through the longitude viewpoint, it is 0 degree, and this is 0 degree latitude. Wherever you can start your journey. 0 degree longitude is specifically known as prime meridian. And it is passing through a place there in London that is called Greenwich Mean Time. Okay, it is specifically used to calculate and measure the time of the world. How, that we will also come later on in this chapter. Similarly, this 0 degree latitude have a specific name, and it is called equator. We have now, there is another one, if we are drawing like this one, then there could be another one. Suppose this is 23 degree 30 minute north, because this is in north, but this is the same line. If this is north, then this is south. So this is 23 degree 30 minute. So because the dimension will be same from 0 to this line is 23 degree suppose. So 23 degree 30 minute north has a specific name that is called Tropic of Cancer. I am trying to clear everything that you have heard so far or read so far. Okay. If you are knowing, fine, it is a revision. If you are not knowing, must know before going deeper into the chapter. This long latitude is in the southern 23 degree 30 minute south latitude is called Tropic of Capricorn. Then another one is 66.5 degree north and 66.5 degree south. That is called Arctic Circle, and this is called Antarctic Circle. And this is, if coming from here, this is 90. So this is called North Pole, and this is called South Pole. Okay. So what is finally we are coming on? If you can focus that one message is written here. What is that message? And that is what the purpose of drawing these latitudes. Okay, let us see that message. This latitudinal division is because you see, suppose this is sun, and I have drawn sun, by the way here is smaller, which is many a times bigger than that of Earth. This is where the light also travels. Okay, just opposite you may say, but then one thing is for sure, light travels in the straight line. It is not traveling in the zigzag way. Okay. So what does it mean? That those areas of the globe that is facing the sun is actually supposed to be the hottest areas. Okay. And if we recall the previous diagram, this is equator, this is Tropic of Cancer, and this is Tropic of Capricorn. Is from equator to the 23.5 degree north and south, this entire region is called tropical region. Okay. Similarly, this one is what? This one and this one, where the sunlight is supposed to be coming late and is staying late, so that is why it is very much cold also. Along with the sunlight, the heat also travels. So these are the coldest regions of the world, that is North Pole and South Pole. What are they called? Polar region. Now, so tropical, polar, okay, and in between is called subtropical or temperate. Because why temperate, sir? Because this could be the subpolar, this could be the subtropical. Okay, so if you are coming from here, this is subtropical, this is subpolar, this is polar. This is tropical, this is equator, again tropical, similarly subtropical, subpolar, polar. Okay, only difference is the direction. One is situated in the northern side, another is situated in the southern side. Okay. Now, so this is now the purpose of the latitudinal division. Then I will be coming on to the purpose of longitudinal division. So the clear-cut purpose is what? In order to know about the heats of India. Okay. So let us talk about certain heat zones. This particular region, equator to tropic, is supposed to be the hottest region, that is called torrid belt. Torrid belt means very hot, simply because the direct rays of the sun. Now this one, polar, subpolar to this one is called temperate belt. Temperate is moderate. And this is freezing one, because everything is being freezed. So you see, if any country that is being here is supposed to be the hottest one, Africa for example. Now why we are to know? Because everything is interconnected. Climate is largely influencing. If the hot is maximum, then we have the rate of evaporation is supposed to be maximum. Rate of evaporation will be maximum. It means that likely region of the rainfall will be maximum. So sunlight and rainfall are the two variables. Heat and precipitation or the moisture is important balanced diet for what? For plant. Why? Because in the presence of the sunlight and these favorable factors, the water and minerals, they are manufacturing their food, which is called photosynthesis process, and hence the plant grows. So in these areas there would be density of vegetation or the forest. Plant being the primary producer supporting another living organisms. So everything is interconnected, and basic is somewhere this sort of a thing. These are giving you the idea of what type of vegetation, what type of people would have been living here, and what type of the conditions would have, because our lifestyle is somewhere connected to our climate, weather also. That is what becomes the part of our culture. You would have seen that people of Rajasthan covering their head with the turban and covering their faces also. Why? Simply in the desert region, because we have here the hot and dusty winds are been blowing whenever you are been going in the midsummer day. You are also trying to cover your head and face with something. So that becomes the part of their culture. If a particular region has been receiving the rainfall in a certain amount and a particular crop has been growing, that becomes the part of their, in your GK book also you have been studied about that a particular food. For example, that in Punjab the people like to eat wheat. Why? Because that has been grown there properly and plentifully. Why properly and plentifully? Because of the conducive climatic conditions, and these are the regions or the inherent factors that give you the impression and idea or the knowledge of what type of climate is supposed to be found into which region. Okay, so this is where now everything is. These are the certain introduction of, and then we will be coming where India is actually. That is your subject matter, the size and location of India. Okay, so this is the purpose of the latitudinal division. Now longitudinal division purpose, and then India's location. We will be furthering into that one in my next video. And after that, I think if I could complete this chapter in the next one, fine. There are many other videos on the YouTube where this particular chapter is being finished in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes also. That can also be done. Okay. But then I am trying to give you the comprehensive idea of what this is all about. I think you will be benefited not only in this chapter, but it will be very handy in other aspects to understand geography. Till my next video is been uploaded, take very good care of yourself. Thank you and bye.